All right, welcome, as we are ready for the insanity here with Zipline Skip here, doing turn of Fortune's Wheel, as our heroes have gone to the various gates, completed the information to fully awaken their Mimir. They got some information, turned out to be a little bit of a chatty Cathy, as it were, as they were talking, and now follows them around the castle, letting them know anything that they want to know. Is very lively as they are on a search for R04M, the missing Modran. And we're going to catch up to see what everyone's been up to with their individual areas of the castle that we are using the Bastion rules from Unearthed Arcana, soon to be official as the GMG comes out, but stories in that. So with that, I'll turn it over and see what your characters were able to do with their little rooms of the castle in the last week.
Okay, I'll start. So Alice has still been looking after the library. So for the library, I think what she just does is she tells the mummy to put in Dendradis to learn what she can about the place we're trying to go to.
Okay.
And I figure for that, maybe we don't have to figure out right now, but just as we're there, if there's things that come up, Alice maybe just knows a couple of things.
Yeah.
Because she figures that'd be good. And then while she's there, because she's not sure if this is because it's been on her mind, part of the library has expanded in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's expanded into a series of little cubbies, little rooms. And she looks in them and realizes that they're kind of like little writing rooms. And so this is going to be a scriptorium. Primarily, it's there. She thinks because she's starting to think that we need to be trying to keep records of what's going on. She knows that PW was doing that already, and to her mind, records are kind of like stories. So these are almost like creative writing rooms for anybody who wants to come down and do journaling or write stories about what's been happening. And they're cubbies. You can close the door to get, block out things happening in the castle to do that. At least one of them is also a soundproof room with some instruments that is basically like a songwriting room that she starts spending a lot of time in.
Nice.
But for the actual Bastion action, what she's going to do is do the craft paperwork. So I'll spend the money, and she is going to make 20 copies of the explanation that PW made. To give to everybody. Is going to have copies of it, and she's going to keep copies in the castle. So you can make copies. You have a hireling make copies, and when everything shows up, there is a hireling. It's a Kenku. There's a little Kenku scribe.
Find them on their way. Very cool.
So, and so for rolling Bastion points, this 1 week we're thinking 7 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that's available for people or anyone else who wants to journal, write stories, spend time down there. That's now available.
Nice.
The copied versions are much nicer too. You'll notice PW was using the cheapest ingredients possible for the scroll work.
Very cool. What else? Go next.
So, PW has a short Iron Man montage where he is forging in the forge and walks out with a large, solid metal box, like a chest. He's hiding it in the training room where putting out all the lights, and we're having expertise in stealth training happen. And all the hirelings are standing around blindfolded in the dark, and all their job is to try and listen for you when you're sneaking around and then throw stuff at you. So anyone who desires to do that could train their stealth for that week.
Nice. Oh, it says PW.
I suppose I could go next.
Yeah.
So we're just describing our bastion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I chose. Okay, I don't know how to describe it. So Eve's bastion is a very elvish-looking room, an area, and in the back there is like a little. I sent a picture of it. It's really pretty. But it is a. What is it called? A like what is it called again?
Is it the sacristy?
Sacristy.
Sacristy. Yeah, it's a sacristy. And so essentially it's like a place to come and like find healing and stuff. It's like dedicated to Seluna. I do know that she has the hirelings. I like made specific ones with like different names and whatnot. Yes, so it is a sacristy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Sorry.
What's it look like? Does it have a color scheme?
Oh yeah, I sent a picture in there. But yeah, it's a very elven looking area. It looks like it's kind of like in a little bit of a cave and stuff. Yeah, it's really pretty. And at the bottom of the waterfall is a pool made specifically just of straight moonlight. So if you're evil, you probably don't want to go over there, like evil alignment. But
Don't
yeah,
know
so
what we're talking about.
exactly. So it is lit completely by moonlight. So there's a few candles and stuff. It looks like it's noon, but it's not. It's constantly night there, and there's moonlight, and there's like glimmering stars like from her dress, but it's like they're like floating around in the room. And how many hirelings do we have?
It depends on the bastion you pick, but we'll say you get 5.
5. Okay, so one of them it's essentially a star. It's like a horse made out of the night sky. It's like got like stars in it and stuff. It's it looks like it's, how do you say it? Incorporeal? Is that how you say it? It looks like if you put your hand in it, it would just go straight through, but it is solid. And the other ones they're doves with really long tail feathers. And they look like they're made out of the same star moonlight, like matter. So
Nice.
yeah, when you go in there, it is definitely a place of healing. There's tons of comfortable like couches and stuff like that. It's just a place to go there and bask in the holy radiance of Seluna. So, yes.
Very good. And the picture I have up, that's it, right?
Mhm.
Very cool.
There's
All right.
also food.
Nice. That plus food.
A place of healing, but only for good aligned creatures.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm joking. I think it's super cool. So I think Echo has found an abandoned old room, and it's sort of like a room full of overlooked trinkets and such. That's a trophy room from the Bastion rules. And it's full of like used broken weapons, strange things maybe people have collected from different towns, things like that. And her hireling is a skeleton dressed in a suit. And Echo has asked the skeleton very nicely to clean the room and sort everything out. And she has asked the skeleton to look into anything that might be connected to R04M. That's the research order.
Very nice. So they're diligently trying to gather information for you.
Nayland has there's the garden. Everyone's seen the garden. It's full of graves at this point, although I wonder if we're piling people on top of the same piece of earth because they just keep disappearing inside of there. And the garden outside, it's very fragrant. It smells very nice. It looks like maybe it cycles through between keeping flowers, but it looks like this Nayland has kind of prioritized, moved things around, and is growing herbs. And so there's just little pots and pans, automated little sprinkler system. And it does not appear at first glance that there is a hireling. And if you keep walking through the garden, you'll actually find that the garden kind of opens up in the back into this glass covered area where you will find a greenhouse. And inside there will be also full of plants, but these plants are quite colorful. They are menacing. There's kinds that sort of hang in those drop shapes where little animals will fly in and then get trapped. And several signs hang on the walls that say, "Do not touch, do not eat, do not touch, do not eat." And right in the center, there will be a bush or a shrub, and it has these three blue, sort of pearly-looking fruits. And this magical fruit can be harvested by Nina. And from the garden, I'm going to get a potion of healing. And from the greenhouse, I am getting some poison. And then the greenhouse's magical fruits, I will also take those, and I can do lesser restoration from the magical fruit.
Nice.
And again, it does not appear at first glance that there are any hirelings inside.
Very cool. And then strawberries.
I'm good. You can keep going.
Alrighty. So, in that case, after all of all the things and again the research that you need, you do see now the spire coming into view as you finally get here after the week of all the frivolity, the stealthing, and the fun, and everyone getting their home here, trophies and everything. And there's a point where now it seems find out what's next. This new family that has risen up here within the castle in all your research. So you finally see ahead rises the spire, the infinitely tall tabled column at the heart of the Outlands, the center of the Outlands itself, which is always moving and changing, but always at its center will be the spire. While its height is lost amid clouds and the boundaries of sight, its lower reaches spread in wild foothills. As you approach the base of the spire, a narrow seam in stony slope comes into view. The fissure is filled with a lattice of rainbow-colored crystals. Tiny windows and distant figures reveal these crystals to be towers and bridges interweaving across the fissure. The structure obscures a great shape within the cavity, a giant fossilized, multi-limbed body. At the seam's base stands a glimmering, crooked tower with a prominent gate. Two grave figures with armored bodies and bladed limbs flank the gate. What y'all like to do?
I would pack up lunch. Fill a big old basket with turkey.
This is the place we're trying to get to, right? You probably need to see if they'll let us in.
I have a question before we continue really quickly. Sorry. We had time to create a sacred item, correct? We had 7 days? Or
Yes.
how
Yep.
much time? Okay. Okay, then can I craft a periaptive wound closure?
Is that within your thing?
Yes.
Then yeah.
Okay, cool. And I need to... Okay, thank you. Just want to make sure.
PW's going to stick his head out the windows to make sure that the surprise curse doesn't appear.
Around.
It's real.
Curse doesn't. Though your Mimir pops up like, "Ah, you found it! Fantastic!" As it is.
Well, we should present ourselves at the door.
Oh yeah, those are the Romani.
Are
Don't-
they guard the spire? Or what is?
They live in Dendradis.
Okay.
Let me see here. It glows. Doom, ding, doom. Quote by Cesarin Tadama, Fraternity of Order, Scholar. Romani help at good, evil, law, and chaos to maintain their vision of equilibrium, no matter the cost. What does that mean? It means I'd rather deal with demons. At least with them, I know what to expect. That's the end of the entry.
Illuminating.
Great. Well, not gonna know unless we go up and talk to him.
Okay, well, Alice, take the forefront. You got the most charisma. You know what? Take some guidance. Pat on the back.
I'll join you, dear.
All
Let's
right.
go together.
Alice is like, looks at Ava as if to say, "All right, your funeral. All right." Anyone with me? I assume we're all going to head up to the gate. Or
Yeah.
Okay.
PW will carry the Mimir.
Hey, big guy, thanks. All right, then you are going up there as they look at you. And go, welcome for viewing Dendradis.
On the way, Alice would have quickly asked the others, "Are we trying to hide that we're looking for a Modron, or should we just straight up tell them what we're here for?"
They are a member of the March. They would be somewhat of a public spectacle
Lying is
or nuisance.
wrong. You must be righteous.
Yes, also that one for sure.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. She just wanted to make sure that no one would get upset if she just started giving information. Yeah. So I guess Alice will greet them and say, "Hi, we're travelers. Is it possible to enter Dendradis?"
Look at you. They look around. No. No one can enter without Romani escort.
That your eyelashes.
Alice gives Eva a look. Have you ever seen me bat my eyelashes? How do we actually get Romani escort? Is there a place we can apply for that, or
Are you free?
Unfortunately, not. You are asking for one. We have an escort request. They speak a little loudly back. Is anyone interested? And then a third Romani strides from the gate. His figure is leaner than the others, with a copper cast to their skin. They're reading their scroll intently. They look up as they draw Neo. The new Romani halts. Does a double take, looking from you to the scroll and back. Then they approach. They hold up the parchment. Excuse me? Is this you? And you can see in her hand is a scroll bearing the name of each of you, along with a brief and unflattering but accurate description. And the final line needs R04M, Modron, mismatched.
I mean, I wouldn't have put it in those particular words. Looking at what's written on the scroll, I wouldn't have put it quite that way.
I will also just add that we can't 100% be sure it's us anyway. We have sort of a weird quirk where we're not always who we appear to be, you see.
I mean, I'm looking at this. Old gray hair. Very old. Exorcist very, very old.
Wow.
Cracked skin. Gray like dishwater. Yeah. And
she did recently wrestle a demigod. She is not as old as she looks.
okay.
Yeah, still got it.
What's Strawberry
I love
say?
her so much.
What does Strawberry say?
Oh, that's her, all right.
Now you hush, little one.
I'm not that little.
Nope.
And I'm
Clearly
not that old.
says very little, almost insignificant in size. Yep.
Who's that, Eve?
Nope. See, current pseudonym Strawberries.
Oh, there's another strawberries here. I can understand. I mean, I've seen an actual strawberry, and they are pretty insignificant.
So,
Suffers from cognitive dissonance. Okay, that explains it.
did that literally just write itself on the scroll as we were talking? Is that what that just did?
No, it's what it says. I just was looking.
Okay.
I was just figuring out.
So,
let's see here. I was just coming to look for everybody. Actually, as this came in, I was trying to find you. Is R04M with you?
no, in fact.
Ah, shucks. Dang it.
Is there something significant about R04M?
Oh yeah, my superiors deemed that they're a threat to multiversal balance.
Gotcha.
Are they saying that we're a threat to the multi? Oh no.
So I was there to find it, return it to here, so they can figure out what to do with it. Let's see here. Yeah, and basically, I have your names because I know you've been looking for it too, and I just thought you might know where it is.
We don't, but I don't know if you would be interested in hiring folks to find said Modron. Because I mean, seems that our interests are aligned a little bit. And if we could be allowed into Dendradis to continue with our search, that would be.
Oh, so you're actively looking then? You're gonna be well. I can come. I can come with you.
Sounds like you have to.
Nice. Well, I'll be. You know they say good luck, like all things, happens in threes. Well, sounds like we've got another surprise in store.
Can I insight check?
Sure.
Okay. I don't like this person. I think they're being duplicitous. Wow, that sucks. I got a 14, dude.
All right. What are you specifically trying to get? What's like one thing you're really wanting to know?
What I'm really wanting to know is if this person is tricking us. I want to know if their intentions are truly what they say they are.
Huh?
I'm not sure because I've been kind of like trying to figure something out, and so what I've been hearing is that they're like, oh, we're trying to find this and stuff like that, and it's just kind of like, it's kind of too conveniently timed, especially when they have a bounty poster of us in their hand, so.
Gotcha. Alright. So, yeah, from looking at that, they just seem, I would say, as you look at them and as they're just so like, yeah, they have a certain level of, I would say, tact to attempt to put people at ease. It seems practiced. I think that's the most that this is a very practiced way of acting.
How do we know you're not RO4's
Because I'm a Setellus?
Acetylus?
A Setellus, that's me.
Well, you said
And
you
I'm a
needed
Romani, R04M's Modron, so.
you said that you needed to find, I mean, aside from the whole threat to the multiverse, which is a wonderfully vague accusation, you said you were needed to find the Modron and you were going to do something with it.
Yeah, take it back to my superiors so they can figure out what to do.
So they can just figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so,
But I
okay,
mean, if you wanted to
so-
go searching here, we could get going.
Okay, before we do that, Eve is going to, she's going to put one hand on Echo's arm, and like her voice is gonna echo in Echo's mind. Aha, you see what I did there? And she's going to say, I don't trust this person. Their intentions are not wholly pure, from what I can tell.
Wait, is this a spell? Can I talk back, or is that?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
You can reply in something that in a whisper that only I can hear.
I don't trust them either, but I think that this is the only way forward right now.
Eve is going to like have a thoughtful look on her face for a moment, and then she's going to let out a breath and be like, okay.
Alice will actually shoot PW a look that is basically a come into my mind real quick. Do your mental thing.
Ding dong ding.
Hear Alice say, never get used to that. So Alice is literally just trying to verify with PW. We're supposed to take this Modron to someone else, aren't we?
We were to return to Sigil.
Right, okay. Keep your eyes open, because at some point we are probably going to have to get away from this thing, but I don't think I don't think it's smart to start being antagonistic now.
Yes, we also still need to locate the Modron before we return to Shemeshka.
Are they speaking telepathically? Okay.
Super R.
It was just Alice verifying.
Nayland sees. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Well, Nayland sees everybody making intense eye contact at each other, and Nayland just looks at Strawberries and smiles, making intense eye contact, but doing absolutely no telepathic anything. What everyone else is doing.
This is how ships start.
Strawberries.
All right.
Go, girl boss.
We'll just kind of whisper. Hey, what's up?
To me?
Yep.
Oh, not much. Just, the weather's nice.
Mm-hmm. What do you think everybody's doing?
I don't know. Do you think they're all passing gas?
You
I
both
don't
in your
know.
head. I'm pretty sure they're talking in telepathy.
Who's this?
Oh, I'm Acetus. I told you.
Citus?
Acetus. You were just talking to me.
Oh, that's you.
We went through the skag just before.
Oh. What do you think they're talking about?
I don't know. I can ask them. Hearing patient's head. Hey, what you talking about? They wanted to know.
And then the best place to bury. Excuse us. We were having a conversation.
Okay.
Before we make any deals, I did just want to ask, what is it that the R2D2, whatever the Modron's name was, what is it that they did to flag themselves as RU401?
R04M.
Yeah, that one. What did they do to flag themselves as a threat to the multiverse or whatever your paperwork called them?
Oh, wow. I don't know. I'm not really told like what they did. It just was like, hey, go find them, bring them back so we can have a chat.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's what we do. We need to keep things in balance. So we got to go, hey, what's up? Like, what's with all this multiversal chaos? Let's go, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I mean, bad, I mean, it's like, but that's, you know, only if it has to be. Better that than the whole multiverse coming down upon itself.
You see Alice actually kind of look in her eyes and kind of shrug ever so slightly. He goes, but before we go on, we should ask what your name is.
My name?
Yeah.
The third time's the charm. Go ahead.
All good things come in threes, I guess. They must always come in threes. A skeletus. A skeletus.
OCD.
Okay. Phil was confused. I thought that was like his, like a species
Title.
name. I didn't know that was the name. I don't know it was his given name.
No, my species name is Romani.
Gotcha. Okay.
Name.
Okay.
Escatelus.
All right. Sorry, that was Phil's confusion.
You're fine.
Sorry, they said it must always come in threes, and there was 3 of them out there. There always has to be threes. Why does there always have to be threes? Just
Oh,
pointing that out.
multiversal rule. The rule of 3.
Which is?
Looks at you. Wow. Well, that all things are in threes.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's the rule set about from forever.
Why? Sorry, no, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Is this something that I should already know?
I mean, not necessarily, no.
Okay. Who created this rule?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's kind of a saying, you know, like, you know, 2 in a hand is worth 3 in a bush, and all things must come in threes.
Yeah. It's like the power of 3 will set you free.
The Three Musketeers.
Wait.
Feels like one might be one of those truisms.
El
though,
Tres
that-
Amigos.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, one of those truisms that's self-fulfilling. If you keep looking for threes, things to come in threes, you'll invariably find them.
You'll find him 3 times.
Sorry, what?
You find him 3 times.
Hmm.
Probably created by 3 people. We'll call them the triangle.
As
We'll
your Mimir will go, okay, everybody. Again, I'm here to help, and no one's asking me anything.
correct. No one asked, and I shove you back in the back.
Ah!
We only need to find the Modron once.
I think we
Man,
found
I
it.
love PW, bro.
Now we're finding it twice. So that means we'll have to find it again at some point.
Indeed. Let's get started. Do we allow the Romani to accompany us?
Yes. They're our friend.
Hmm.
Would you like a turkey?
A turkey.
Mm-hmm. I open up my basket.
Oh, I just ate.
Okay.
Oh, well, fantastic. Let's go.
All right. I'll follow.
Yes. New friends lead from the front. And PW's we move to the back of the group.
Nice.
Oh, we need an escort.
All right, open up. We're going on through. Okay. And come on in, and inside Dendradis is a labyrinth of beautiful crystals everywhere with base metals, and everywhere you only see are the Romani. Though mostly they ignore you. I mean, unless you go up to them, they just see you. And as you walk, Scatella says, well, I mean, don't know where you want to look. You can ask people if you want. This is your stuff. I'm just here to help you out.
Okay. What types of places exist here? Are there buildings? Are there places where people congregate?
I mean, you could always go find the Plumax. They're like the artsy folk. They like to make a lot of things.
That sounds good.
We have reason to suspect that this Modron on your paper is part of the Modron March. Has that happened? Have they come through here already? I feel like that would be big. You would kind of notice.
I mean, we can ask them.
Oh, so the March is here now?
No, I don't. You wondering if we saw the march?
Yes, I mean, the last time we saw it, it was like thousands and thousands.
I mean, it does come through here, but I think theoretically. But I don't spend a lot of time here, but we have to ask.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, as we were walking, just observationally, when the Romani are speaking to each other, are they speaking in a language that we can hear, or is it telepathic? Like, are they only talking out loud for our benefit when they talk to us?
So for the most part, yeah, it seems like they just sort of look at each other and know. Seems like they otherwise are entirely telepathic. Well, that's how they choose to communicate. Mostly it's all in their minds.
Got it. Terrifying, actually. Okay. What were you going to say, Jackie?
Let me see the Mimir.
PW will pour out the head into Strawberry's hands.
Ah, it's dark in there.
All right. Hey.
What's
I have a question.
Yeah, let me help you.
Who created the rule of 3?
Oh, they have always been, from everything that we know of.
Are these Romani right now traveling in groups of 3s?
No, not necessarily.
The crystals here, are they a mineral resource?
I mean, yeah, they use them for all types of things, including sewing up that big beam you passed.
Could they be used for the construction of weapons?
I suppose. I mean, it's possible to make crystal knives, right? Crystal blade. Though it sounds really fragile.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, they could be used for lots of things.
And this RO4M person, what did they enjoy doing?
Or 04M. That was, I mean, for the most part, they liked following, if I remember. Yeah, following the march. Got lost. I think he just really liked being scared, nervous, and insecure.
Okay.
I think his favorite pastime. Like, if he was doing something, he was insecure, seemed to like it a lot.
That actually is quite helpful. All right. I think we need to look for a place where a Modron might go if they were feeling like getting away from everybody. Are there hiding spots, balconies, tunnels?
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
All right.
So you don't want to talk to the people?
Oh, I definitely want to talk to the people.
Okay. So what do you do?
I don't know.
So
So did you want to could do that, or you could just start searching, I guess?
Well, maybe somebody's seen him.
Yeah. So did you want to talk to the Plumax?
I think so. Yeah.
It's as good a place as any to start.
Okay. See. Oh, hey, would you? And then kind of run away. Oh, okay. They don't want to talk to you. Hey! Oh, no, they don't want to talk. This goes on for about an hour. As they approach one.
so,
What? Yeah. Yeah, Alice?
Alice is going to talk to our guide and say, so you said you're not here very often. That's the sense I'm getting?
Yeah. I do. I was on my way out to find this person. They sent me to find a lot of people.
Gotcha. So you don't actually potentially know what's happened in like the last period of time.
No.
in the city. Right. Is there a place that we like? Obviously, it looks like asking people on the streets not working very well. Is there a place of governance, a place where we could get information about if the Modron March has come through and where the Modron March goes after it comes through Dendradis?
I mean, they're just nervous. We'll find someone. We can find somebody. It's just we need one that's a little less shy. Like, I mean, usually people who aren't Romani don't really walk through. They're just a little, skittish. But we'll find them.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my friend, that my feelings don't get hurt that easily. They're avoiding us, aren't they? Specifically.
You specifically?
Well, you have a sheet there with some very sort of flowery descriptions of us that don't make us sound particularly like the kind of people you'd want to associate with.
Oh, well, usually this doesn't get given. Like, these scrolls are supposed to be from my eyes only, so no one else should know.
Mm-hmm.
But It's fine. Just a second. She just puts her hand out and grabs. Oh, but aha! You're talk to us.
Or we could do it that way, I guess.
Go ahead, talk. And they just sort of. She's waiting for you to ask them a question.
Let's get a pained look on her face.
Have you seen a Modron lately?
Give me a persuasion check.
All right. $13.
13. It just keeps trying to squirm. Oh, you might want to bribe them. Sometimes that works with my people.
Would you like a turkey?
Let's go. I mean, they don't eat a lot of meat.
I will give you 2 gold if you answer Strawberries' question.
It did. I'm surprised it didn't say cheap as hell in here. All right.
I'm sorry. What did you just say? Did you
What?
just say you're cheap as hell? Is that what you just said?
I'm surprised it didn't list it as one of the characteristics. It just.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't put Sassy Pants McGee on the door when we walked in.
That's a good one. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, I mean, look, you're in a place of precious metal, and you look around, you see this crystal. Come on, you know, you can give them. They like a lot of stuff. Give them something good.
I'll let you pet the tiger.
No, yeah, don't threaten. You're threatening them now.
No, pet the tiger, not the tiger's going to eat you.
Yeah. Social interaction. That's a bad way to go.
Ah.
I shall put the blessing of Saluna upon you all.
That sounds like physical touch. They're getting nervous.
PW throws 15 gold at their face.
Oh.
Is this sufficient?
I mean,
As you should sing for them.
I would try at least like something worth 250.
PW rears back further while holding a handful of gold.
You don't know. Do you hold on. We don't even know if this person knows anything.
Yeah, if you want to find out if they know anything, you got to pay.
250 gold just to find out if they know something.
Oh, you're not cheap, you're poor. I got it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But, I mean, I guess I'll let them go.
Maybe your escort could pay.
What?
I mean, don't you want to help? You can finance the operation.
Yeah,
I mean, it is for your job too, right? You want
it
to get
is.
these.
Let's see here. I mean, following you around, I can do 50 of it.
50%?
50 gold.
I would be willing to pay it if I know that they know something. But if this is just I don't know anything, I'm not gonna give 200 gold for that.
Let me just looks at them. Oh yeah, they say they know something.
Insight
I
check.
would like to do an insight check.
Yeah, do inside them.
I roll a 26.
I got a 28.
All right. From what you can tell, it seems like they are telling the truth.
Okay.
Their
I will-
hearts are true.
I will kick out and give over 200 gold.
Okay. I mean, come on now. You can buy something nice with that, right? All right. So this will allow a second persuasion check.
And if he lies, I'll kill him.
Second persuasion check.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That one.
Gets away, runs away with the goat. Oh, well, you're really off-putting. I guess can't be helped.
What was going to be your plan if you didn't find us? To find R04M.
I mean, I was just start looking around.
Well, you now owe me 200 gold, sir.
No. You bribed him, and things go that way sometimes.
Would he have run away from within 5 feet of me, would you say?
Yeah. You could try to do something if you want.
Sentinel. Yeah, I would Sentinel attack.
Yeah. I'll make a attack roll.
For a dirty 20.
Okay, that will hit.
Specifically, I'm just trying to snatch the gold back.
Oh, nice. Chia! They go, oh. Oh, well. There you go. Got your gold. Sorry, I didn't realize that you guys just that it would just seem that it says you guys have convinced people of a lot of things. I didn't realize you're really bad at this. It's all right.
Oh, I convinced him. He said he'd give us information if we gave him gold, and we gave him gold, and then he ran away.
No, I said he'd give you information and he'd be willing to talk to you. Just then you I didn't realize you were gonna be insulting. You have no manners. But it's fine. I mean, we can let's see here. Let's try to find another one.
Well, okay. Patient Whisper, can you ask your Mimir friend, where specifically, like, what is the purpose of the Modron March in this town specifically? Because there's no gate in here, is there? It's not a gate town.
Okay. I can ask him that. No, it is not a gate town. Also, I was considering simply posting a sign that says, "Tell me about Modrons for 250 gold."
PW, did you get the gold to strawberries?
Yes, I would have handed you the bag back.
Okay, so that means I basically earned 50 gold on that because 50 of
Yes,
it.
I gave you
belongs to the
his.
escort.
Yeah. I gave you his. I did not separate his out.
Yeah. All right. Which, by the way, as to tell us, is a she/her pronoun.
Oh, okay.
I took our gold.
All right. Well, these folks here aren't really giving us a lot of information, but maybe somebody else can give it a shot. I don't think they like halflings.
They appear to loathe interactions outside of their mindscapes.
Yeah, who can talk to them in their minds?
A complete mystery. PW's gonna pick up the mirror and pose it the question that Nayland had asked.
Which was what again?
What do they do?
Oh, well, they just come in here, take stock, see what's up, make sure everything. Well, not really check on, but they just get a bunch of information. It's the whole march. So much they go through the whole multiverse, through the Outlands, and they like to. And then they bring all their findings back to Mechanus.
Well, is there like do you have like their like, so you know when like you're like part of like a marathon race in your hometown and you go on your little screen device and it has like a path of the race that you can follow. Do you have one of those paths in your brain that'll walk us through the streets?
I mean, the streets, no, I know they come through here. They would go through the streets at different patterns.
Well, all right. This was not as helpful as I wanted it to be. Thank you, Patient Whisper.
Mimir, are you able to search for signs of any Modrons?
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to? I mean, you're busy. You like to be busy, like putting me in bags. But yeah, sure, I can do.
I've been holding onto the Mimir the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, so it take me a little bit.
We have only time.
Yeah. So let's see. Specifically, I can do a scan, but you still have to interpret the scan. Who'd like to do that?
What language is it in?
This ultimately will be a survival check.
I can do it.
I'm good at that.
Oh boy, they're fighting again.
No, I just mean I'm really, really good at that.
Well, I'm really good at that too.
Like,
Like
how
really
much?
good.
Like, I'm
doubly good.
doubly good too.
Are you
Maybe
as
one
good at
can help
that,
the other.
Rubbers, as you are at persuading people?
I'm much better at this than persuading people.
Good to know for future reference.
I am like on a scale of like I'm like one tick worse at this than I was at fighting that god in the wrestling.
I don't know how good you were because I didn't see you fight the god.
Oh shit, you're right.
If you were to take a large pizza, which is usually 12 slices, I could eat all of the slices. Good.
Oh, I also could eat all 12 of those slices, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well then why don't I assist you, grandmother?
Why don't we do Boulder's paper shears? Boulder's
Well-
parchment shears.
Okay.
Was that in this campaign that I've tried that before?
I can't remember.
I think so.
All right, yes, let's just assist one another.
Okay.
All right,
I
well,
will
we can do it at
assist you.
advantage. Or you could both just roll since it's the same thing.
Oh, that's a good point.
All right, let's do that.
Let's just both roll. Let's go, Granny. I rolled a nat 20 for a 32.
Nice. I rolled a 27.
Well, better luck next time, Granny.
Ah, shucks.
All right, so both of you tune into the Mimir, and from everyone else's point of view, they are in there, and they just sort of freeze. Goes, yeah, it's gonna take 10 hours, but
Okay.
but they won't know. It's gonna seem like a few seconds to them.
Can we move them?
Oh yeah, just you pick them up. I'm tied to them. So them just like all the information here, a bunch of things coming through. Typically, there's no brain damage, but I guess we'll see when we're done.
Typically
even
is
know?
crazy.
Peter was
So,
going to try to carry it like a yoke across his shoulders.
oh, that's cute. Yeah. We can come over here and chill. Hope you guys brought snacks. Again, we kind of eat the crystal and the metal and the things, but go over here. Anything anybody wanted to do as you're waiting for the hours of them doing it?
Cookies? Anyone want some cookies?
Yes, now is our time.
Oh yeah, I don't do meat, but I do sure love cookies. Ooh, you did a good job on these.
Thank you. My horse made them.
Nice.
Oh my god, she will come over for a cookie.
She hands out cookies to everyone. Even Patient Whisper.
We'll store one in a pocket. Are there like storefronts in this area, or are we just kind of like in a town square where no one speaks and everyone's just jumping around and made out of polyhedrons?
Yeah, I mean, there's like holes and things that like these metallic people come in and out of.
So more like inside an ant farm.
Yeah, it's dark and it's also extremely like quiet.
What do you all do for fun in this town?
Dig, make art, trap the semi-immortal being, and then of course we have to, keep everything in balance.
What was that third one?
What? Keep everything in balance?
No, the one before that.
Oh, yeah. Sew up the semi-immortal being. Yeah. You saw when you came in. We're talking right next to him.
The thing with multiple arms and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
presenting him
very-
into the spire where he's nice, safe, and sound. He was a multiversal threat too. Not
Ah,
anymore.
no more. So you said you're sewing them up though. So you just how does that work?
Oh well, put him in the rock and making lines of crystal. Just get him nice and comfy forever.
Gotcha. So you think that's what you're gonna do with the Modron?
No, I doubt it. I mean, he's not even big enough to warrant that.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're
So
gonna
what
turn
did
us
we-
into crystals and eat us. Sorry, that was out of character, by the way.
What did big guy do? I mean, he was a threat, but how was he a threat? I feel like that.
Well, I don't know. Not my case.
Gotcha. All right. So,
Do you have some form of innate sense of balance that you can detect when it is off?
The leadership do. They figure it out. The council, and they just kind of let us know what's going on. Give us the marching orders, so to speak. Works out.
gotcha. I don't suppose there's a chance to actually talk with this council.
I mean, when we find our 04M, I could take you back with me. It's up to you.
So the council is not in this town. The council is elsewhere.
They're not usually accessible. You have to be summoned there.
Gotcha.
And if I get R04M, then I would be, and we could just whoop.
Right. Okay.
It's a thing. You could, as you can tell from my friends out front, everything here is about the rules, right? There's a way you do everything. It's all about keeping the balance. It's a big deal. So that's why usually they don't let people come in here. Like even you don't notice, but there's a certain way we had to go through the streets, or we could have thrown everything off. It's a big deal.
So forgive me for my ignorance on this, because I'm obviously the balance is something you all take very seriously, and that's the balance between good and evil, but also you said the balance between chaos and law, right?
Yeah.
It just seems like everything here is very lawful, actually. I don't see where the balance is. Where's the chaos?
Oh, you know it when you find it.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, because you sort of have to. It's one of those things. It sort of happens, and we can see. As far as the law, I mean, there are rules. Rules are different than laws, right? You follow the rules, and they can keep everything in order. They can take the law and the chaos. Laws, they're a little different, because laws are about paying back and often treat a certain way of thinking or doing as inherently evil or against the greater good, whereas the whole right. So balance, the rules here, they're more just if you do this, things stay in balance. If you don't, they don't stay in balance. And then if you're not in balance, you shouldn't really be around. And we don't really make you do anything. It's just if you don't go, something bad could happen.
The gate towns being like lifted and moved around. That kind of bad.
Right.
Yeah.
See, it's not like a philosophy. So that's the big thing people don't understand. Right? It's like philosophy, what's this? It's, oh, look, you're clearly making things bad. Guess you shouldn't be. Or never should have been. Depends on the, whatever keeps things. Anything else while we're waiting for Nayland and Strawberries to be done?
PW wants to ask him about his previous case. What was the job he did before this one?
Oh, before this, well, so it's kind of interesting. There were these wonderful mortals who snuck into a place called the Demon Web. They did a whole thing, and I can't even believe it, but they murdered the aspect of Loth that was dwelling there. Straight up, just. And so that was a big deal. Big deal. And then people were created a vacuum, and which that's a big thing. Like you leave something that alone, it will actually fix itself. So it's not, probably big deal for them, not as big deal for Multiversal Order. But the big problem was some people were trying to take her spot, which that was going to what was Paladine was his name. He was trying to get in, and so I just helped make sure he didn't get into low spot. Would have caused a big problem. So that was my case, keeping Paladine in order.
You fought the god, or the attempted god.
Fought, I thwarted.
He was taking notes. He was worried about being thwarted.
All right.
Oh my god, she has laid down a turkey leg next to each party member and then lays down innocently. They're all just bones, though.
Can Eve give the tiger scritches?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, yes. She's gonna give the tiger scritches behind his ear. Is he allowed to have chocolate?
No.
Okay.
Strawberries draws the line. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nayland and Strawberries are working with the Mimir. I don't understand the nature of this connection, but Nayland would attempt, while they're working, to see if she could probe Strawberries' mind during this process at all. Is that something that I could roll
Yeah,
for?
I would do contested intelligence check.
Okay. Just flat intelligence.
Yeah.
Good. At 10.
Okay. I'm shit. I rolled a spicy 10.
I rolled a 9.
Oh! She is wondering, if either she could learn something about what's happening to all of us by being connected to another one of ours minds, or if I could see something that might clue me into what made Strawberries freak out about eating the strawberry.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know which of those two makes sense in this scenario, but those are the two questions Nayland has.
Okay. I don't even get more information other than kind of what's been revealed in the campaign, but I don't know if can she figure out the other one there, Strawberries?
Which one?
The strawberry.
About the strawberry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could. Okay. So there's a story there, but you're not going to see the complete story. Instead, you will see what looks like the sun behind the branches of trees. And almost as if the view of that begins to look down at the green grass. And there are several halflings that are playing games, and it looks like a harvest of some sort, or perhaps a festival is taking place. And in your hands, you are gathering these. Well, you're gathering berries, and you're gathering fruits, and you're gathering all sorts of things that could be used to make foods. And it flashes forward, and you're at a table. And you're looking through these items, and there's a person across from you, and you can't really make heads or tails of the person. But your hand points to what they have, and they pick up what is clearly a strawberry. And they hand it to you. You place it in your mouth, and you begin to feel the wonderful, juicy flavor of the strawberry. There's confusion. And you ask, your voice is muffled as you ask a question, and you can only tell it's a question because there's an inflection there at the end. And as you look up, you hear an answer. But what you see is the form has changed. It's slumped. It's decaying. And then you don't see anything. You're back.
Ugh. Okay.
Alright. In that case, so pull, and you get almost an entire map of the area here, it seems. You become aware of what seems to be tracks of a lone monodrone of a modron leading into a narrow cave. As you come and you see everyone else sort of talking, your Tamagotchi getting pet, there's turkeys as
bones of turkeys.
Bones of turkeys. And he goes, all right, I think they found something.
He immediately looks at her empty basket and looks at all the eaten turkeys at everyone's feet. And she looks angry at the whole party.
Sneaky Tamagotchi.
Yeah. How dare you all? That was my food.
PW looks down at the bones. And just like,
Tamagotchi looks innocent.
My God, you guys eat fast. We were gone for like a blip.
Yeah, like a second.
I had time for a long rest. You were gone for 10 hours.
What?
Yeah.
How are your brains?
Good? You think?
Are you sure?
No. I mean, if it's been 10 hours, that felt like 10 seconds.
Quick, ask me a math question.
Okay. What is 8 divided by 2 times 3 minus 4 plus 8 to the power of 2.
Great, I couldn't do that before, still can't do it now. No change.
That is enough numbers. I'm not concerned about strawberries. Well, do you know which way we should head?
Yes, I think we've located the Modron.
Yes, indeed. Strawberries was very good at that. I gotta be honest, I tuned out at the end there.
No, you didn't.
Can we near like display a map or?
I mean, yeah, there's a map. It's in my head, I think. Right?
Yes, I think so too. Come,
Yeah.
let's lead the way.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed.
Come, Tamagotchi. Adventure awaits.
Oh, nice. Good job there, Mimir. You helped him out. Yeah, that's what I do.
Just climb on top of Tamagotchi.
All right. So you begin moving, and you find cave here. Now and again, everything's dark, so if you need a thing for light, don't know, forget everyone's vision. But there are no sources of light coming ahead.
I'll cast light on some object.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot PW does not have night vision.
All right. So, and it's very, very silent. Sound seems to not move as far as it should. It's like everything was muted. As you come to a cavern, you can see around it's covered with flakes of rust and fragments of eroded blades. As you begin walking, another scrap falls and clinks against the cavern floor. Looking above, you don't see the ceiling where it fell from. As you walk, Scatellus whistling goes, "Oh yeah, the artisans always come in here, always looking for something useful, but a lot of the stuff that falls is pretty worthless." But,
Where'd it come from?
Up there.
What kind of art do they make?
Oh, statues. Sometimes they make beautiful jewelry if they can find the right stuff.
Is a gallery somewhere? Something to look at before we leave, after we've done our business?
Might be able to. I mean, if they won't talk to you, so they're not necessarily saying no if we go into their homes and look in their studios.
All right.
But I can ask for you too if you'd rather be polite. All right. So here is where. So in this area is where you saw the path go. How do you want to go about trying to search more?
When you say that we can't see the ceiling where it fell from, is it because it's too high or too dark?
You wouldn't know.
Just to be thorough.
Naylan's going to send up some dancing lights as high as she can.
How high can she send them?
120 feet high.
All right. And they get to their top. You don't see a ceiling.
Oh, all right. Wait, so that metal just falls down randomly?
Ding, 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 ding. Falls.
Does it indention the floor?
You see some places where it might have made a point here or there.
I take out a shield and hold it above my head as we walk.
What? Things come in. All right. Want to search around? Someone can give me a survival check.
Survival. I can do that.
All right.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yep.
Pat myself on the back? Okay. Okay, 20. Dirty 20.
All right. You spend about an hour. You start to see the latest of Modron footprints. Perfect and symmetrical. And you can see a path that they seem to go up, this incline towards a series of tunnels.
So there's a bunch of tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where
How many tunnels? Okay. I'm sorry.
So looking up, you can see, it looks like they might intersect, but because you can see already the entrances that seem to lead to each other and slope and move around. But there's 3 entrances, but it seems, from what you can tell, it looks like the 3 entrances pass each other, and then you can switch which one you'd want to go down at different times. But that's where the footprints seem to go.
Do we want to follow the footprints? That's Eve asking everybody else.
I mean, it's our only lead.
Then let's go.
Proceeding stealthily.
Ooh. This should be fun. I've never climbed the spire before.
We in the spire right now?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure that probably goes all the way to the top. Oh yeah. So now we'll climb to infinity.
Clarifying, is this the layer where the people are imprisoned, or is that a different layer?
Where the person was?
Yeah.
It's a different spot in the spire.
Oh, okay. I thought we looked up and oh, there's a bunch of people trapped all the way up.
Is this typical for a Modron patient? Does your Mimir think that this is typical for a Modron?
To join the march and travel through any and all place, gathering information. That does seem to be their goal.
Oh, I guess so.
But do they actually go up into the spire? Normally.
PW turns to the Mimir.
Oh. I mean, yeah, they would travel the spire, but again, everything was weird this time. We lost most of them. I mean, R04M, I'm glad he's still around. I hope he's still around. But he went this way, and by himself, too. I mean, I mean, either he's did something really weird or he's the only one left. So that'd be real bad. Oof.
Were so you were with R04M? Were you with R04M when he was working with his former employer? And
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, sure, sort of. Yes. So I was still paired with him. I just was enjoying the casino.
I knew you were still broken.
And then, he came to me one day and said, 110010001001111001110001, and we went.
could you repeat that? And Alice casts comprehend languages on herself.
We need to go right now.
Okay.
Binary code.
Okay. So, how long were you at the casino?
Local sigil time. That would be 274 cycles.
Strange.
For a while.
That language you speak.
Uh-huh.
How many digits are in it?
2.
Not 3?
1 0.
That's literally what I was thinking.
Why would there be 3? I don't understand.
All good things.
Everything comes in 3.
Who said that?
You did.
No, I said that.
Wait, what? Who am I talking to?
The Mimir is not the one who talked about the room.
Oh, I thought that was.
I thought we were talking to the
Never mind. I thought we were talking to the other one.
They do
I
have
did
similar
too.
personalities.
A settled.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, then what language are y'all talking? Trinary?
Well, I mean, R04M speaks binary.
Is that like the devil's language?
Everything's in ones and zeros.
Hmm.
Unless they have a
It's computer
modulator,
language.
but his modulator's kind of messed up and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll change the Cells' voice because it's getting a little confusing. Yeah, well, that's all that there really is to it.
Oh no!
Like this, well, I like the
You
World
ain't
3.
hit yet. Oh,
Wait,
My
who
World 3
wins
makes
that?
everything good. It's very confusing, right? If things were on 3s or whatever, makes so much more sense because all things must be 3.
I dislike that. That makes me uncomfortable. Me quiz. Crazy.
All right. Well.
All right, so we heading up I guess we're heading up the spire after Hello Modron.
Am I right to think that does this go all the way up to Sigil? Is that what this is?
I mean, it goes up to the top of the spire. Well, if there is a top.
I mean, everything we've read, Nayland has said that the spire is infinite. So.
Oh, alrighty. So there's no point in trying to go to Sigil and come down and catch him at the head or anything.
Well, I mean, yeah, Sigil's at the top.
But that's forever away. I understand now. I understand. Okay.
I'm confused. I'm glad you understand. I don't understand anything.
It is just an infinite spire, atop which is the city of Sigil.
All right.
Just the easiest way to Alice will turn to Eve. I think the easiest way to think about it is that yes, Sigil's at the top, but you can't walk to Sigil. You'll never get there. You have to get in, I think, through a portal. So, question will be is how far our Modron friend got trying to climb up.
Well, guess we're gonna find out.
Hopefully there is mud on the wall.
Okay. So we can't walk up there. How...
We're walking right now.
We can walk. We'll never make it. It's like it.
Well, but he walked this way.
Yeah.
We are going to attempt to follow the trail.
Okay.
All right. So, as you keep walking, you can see a misshapen arch that's covered in drooping metallic blade-like decorations. As you pass by, it looks like might have been a portal to somewhere, but it's long gone to waste.
Does the
I wish
design
I
look
was May.
familiar?
I really wish I was May with the intelligence.
Was same
That's really
station?
dominant.
I was wondering if the design of that portal looked familiar.
Yeah. Give me a street check.
So +0 for 18.
Whew.
It appears to be a Baronian in design.
Dark elves.
And a name, Lord of Blades, seems to be in your memory.
Is that memory attached to a Lady of Pain?
Necessarily.
Then the memory can stay.
As you continue, you come to a long and narrow span of wiry metal. It forms a bridge across a hollow space in the spire. Other metallic protrusions jut from the vertical walls.
It's a little creepy.
Agreed.
You said it looks like there's a bridge across a chasm.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see the bottom of the chasm, or is it just darkness?
As high as you've gone, you don't see the bottom.
Is that the only way? Probably. Because my deck's kind of booty cheeks. I don't know about this.
How far across does it look?
Look, as you can, about 200 feet. It's 5 foot wide.
Oh, that's better. I thought it was like this, like walking over a log over a waterfall or something. Like I was like, oh no.
Alice will take a look. Does it look sturdy? Does it look like it can support the weight of most of us? Thinking about some of the larger.
You hit it. Seems like it can.
Well, there's no other options. I think we're supposed to cross it. Yeah?
I think so.
All right. Alice will start walking over it.
Eve is gonna follow behind her. Wait, nope. She's gonna stay back to make sure. Alice gonna take the fall. It's okay.
PW will go behind Alice.
Is there like strategy in taking it just a few at a time so there's less weight on the bridge?
That's what I'm thinking. It's like we all go like one at a time, just to be sure. Do we want to do that, or are we all just like shimming across this metal bridge?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, I will too.
Just gonna bounce up and down behind Alice the whole way. No, I will wait. Give space between Alice and myself, but like no more than 15 feet.
Okay. So crossing, who's going over last?
Not me. I would have gone. I would have already gone, yeah.
I will actually avoid the bridge and I will cast a gaseous form on myself. And that's how I will take myself across the chasm. So somebody else can do that.
Oh, God, her noggin is thonking.
I like PW's idea. Can our escort go last?
Well, you all were thinking they walked over.
No, okay.
Damn, they walk quick.
Well, I guess Echo's undead Thrall is going to be the last one crossing at 15 feet behind herself.
Okay. All right, so that's you, and then it's your thrall. Go. And
What was the marching order? I already missed it.
It means there's a map, guys.
For no reason at all. She's curious what the marching order is.
Dude, anytime he asks you a marching order, you know damn well there's a map.
Well, Alice is in front, I guess, because Alice was the first one who went. It
And then it was PW, right?
was PW, yep.
And then I'll go after PW. Well, Eve will.
Who's next? Oh, gaseous form is flying off by herself.
Yep.
Say's not here. So,
they're going to strawberries, and then
strawberry.
I ride my tiger across.
right,
That's not going to be dangerous at all.
and then Echo goes after strawberries, I think.
Right, and then we need a thrall.
Yep.
When you say thrall, is it like skelly thrall, or what am I doing here?
It's a ghoul.
Okay, I gotta go get a ghoul.
Oh no! We're cooked. Are we rolling for initiative in the next 2 minutes? Like,
I mean, I didn't say it.
No.
no, but she's asking questions.
I'm always asking questions.
I just get scared.
All right. So, coming down, you hear like a little sound, like something dropping. And then, let's see here. Yep, no, I did that. So it is a 22 to hit Echo.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. In that case,
That was the part where you told him how long this bridge was.
it's 200 feet. And You feel something fall on you. Teeth come into the back of your neck. For 45 piercing damage.
What the heck?
Wow.
Oh, she's cooked.
You can roll initiative.
Oh, great. I knew it.
I don't know why you guys are all so paranoid. Oh, yeah. That's the bridge. Oh, it's little spikes hanging out.
Okay, never mind. I'm good. What?
Okay, I think I got everybody.
There you go.
All right. So behind you, you see an incredibly long slug-like creature that has ripped part of Echo's shoulder off.
Just
Oh.
a fart. Gosh. Okay, there.
That's not my
There they
favorite.
are.
Jesus.
He's okay. This little friend. He's just a little friend.
And Eve, you get to go.
I'm gonna leave his eye pointed at all of you.
Okay. So she lost 45 hit points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, babe.
That's... Sorry, I'm trying to like strategize right now.
You gonna what?
What are you doing?
I'm strategizing. Sorry. Okay, well, I think the best thing to do right now is probably keep her from not having 45 hit points lost. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay.
I mean, guys, it'll be fine. You just have to get,
You got 12 hit points back.
you just have to get
Thank
all the
you.
way over there. Over there. You'll be fine.
Okay.
And I think that is... Oh, it's one bonus action. Okay. Sorry.
Don't be. Unless you peed in the cornflakes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Okay, and then I'm going to Guiding Bolt this thing.
Nice.
I got a dirty 20
That hits.
for 14 damage.
Okay. Bolt goes out and scorches the creature.
Okay, that's all I can do. So yeah, she's gonna see, she's gonna see Echo get hit, and she's gonna yell no, and then she's just going to like light's gonna explode from her hand, and it's gonna hit the thing, and when it hits the thing, it heals Echo, and now the giant worm thingy is glowing in like what looks like a moonlight.
Nice. Glowing. Yeah. Moonlight sort of shows in the area. Strawberries.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot with my crossbow at the thing above me. 14.
It bounces off the skin.
I fire again.
All right.
30.
That'll hit.
That does 20 piercing, and it moves him 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, because he's large, right?
Yeah, it goes in, and it turns into a floating golden light.
Huh.
And it floats away.
All right. Well, I guess I can't move, so I'm gonna stay right here. Bonus actions just to tell the tiger to take the dodge action and to help.
Mira goes, "Oh wow, you killed a demigod. Good job."
A demigod?
Oh yeah, that's classic sign of demigod. I mean, killed is relative. It'll be back. It's fine. Hopefully, it's not mad.
Oh, just
Y'all want to start trying to cross the bridge now?
sure. I mean, we're already on it. Might as well.
Feels like we're still in initiative, and that
Yeah, are
feels
we
bad.
yeah.
What? You only killed. Well, killed.
Oh, okay, there you go. I'll make you feel better.
You're an evil man, and I am in love with you.
So you slowly are able to cross the bridge.
Okay.
And you keep walking down tunnels.
Are
Echo
we still
will-
following the footprints?
Sorry, go ahead.
Best you can, yeah.
I was just going to say Echo will cure wounds on herself.
Okay.
PW is holding his action for when the other shoe drops.
Alice is listening intently.
You're skirting. You've come to another vertical hollow spot, and you see a body falling down.
Does
See,
it look like,
like
a
a
giant
body
worm?
falling from above us.
Yeah, just.
So okay, wait for it.
Okay,
to
well, I
connect.
don't want to get hit by it, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, just gonna go. It's just falling.
How long has passed from the bridge?
Probably about half an hour.
Oh, okay. I'm still gas. So
You said the body fell from just like, is it on the ground in front of us now? Or-
No, it's in a hollow spot, so if it
Oh, I
passes you,
see.
it's just gonna go right past you. It's up to you if you just want to let it go, or
Does Alice recognize the body?
I mean, it's going pretty quick.
Okay.
is it making noise? Like yelling, screaming?
No,
I don't
PW
have a
will
spell to
catch
help it, so.
you're gonna try to catch it. You said, patient.
Yep, PW is gonna old fashioned it.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Eve is gonna slap you on the shoulder. Take some guidance.
For a dirty 28. I guess.
Nice. You dip, and you catch, and you see it's a skeleton. It is old, and it's clad in rags.
No pockets, no nothing good.
That is
It looks like
wild.
it looks like it was an elf.
I can tell based on the bones. I mean,
Yeah.
killed a lot of elves, but usually we'll pivot around with the skeleton. I don't think
My
we can
people.
save them.
Alice, of course, sort of after PW says that, Alice kind of side eyes Echo real briefly and goes, "I mean, it was probably a relative term, but we should keep going."
It's not every day that gift falls from heavens.
Alice goes, "As I was saying."
PW will hold the skeleton out to Echo.
She'll stuff it into her bag of bones.
He seemed otherwise unencumbered.
All right.
PW's keep an eye out for any other Free skeletons.
Alice keeps listening. Now that there's like multiple things falling from above, she's just sort of keeping her ears open.
Yeah. Go very carefully. And you come to a cave now. We're coming into it. It's changing. So this is about 4 hours later. Actually, let me double check something. Yeah. At this point, everyone could. Actually, no, sorry. It's about 15 hours later.
Jesus.
You've been climbing.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Peak energy the whole time.
And strawberries. You hear heavy breathing.
Okay.
Oh, we can't be surprised.
Okay.
I have an item that allows me to not, all of us to not be surprised.
They turn around.
All right. Around. You try to see what's happening. And you see the broad cave that you're coming into, is humid. It's covered in thick mold. At the center sprawls a greasy, gray, wart-covered giant. He stares hopelessly into the darkness above. Dozens of crudely carved amphibian figures surround the Hulk, staring expectantly with bulbous eyes.
Oh, guys. Look over there.
It's a giant?
Does it look like one we know?
You don't recognize them. As you even look, it almost looks like a human mixed with an ugly toad.
Huh.
His face.
Didn't you guys fight a giant toad once? I read about that.
toad?
Yeah, I read about it in the journal.
Very probably.
Apparently, it was during the time of what you call the Tribal Kelly.
The Dino Lands.
Yes, I believe we
Darn it.
did fight a giant toad. It was a toad mixed with something.
It was a hybrid.
Yes.
This
Does it look
giant
like that?
thing-
Did it look like that?
What the thing you were fighting?
Yep.
Which
In
thing?
it was in the second half of the Beastlands arc.
Oh no.
I don't remember if it's the thing. No, it wasn't. Never mind. But
don't
I just
really
remember it was
see-
there.
I mean, do we really even care? We're here for the Modron. We should just
Oh,
keep walking.
yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Maybe you're all getting visited by the ghost of your past.
The ghost of Christmas past.
I mean, it's not really paying attention to us, is it? It seems to be looking up, watching. Maybe it's watching for skeletons to fall.
Yeah. But they look really expectantly at us. Like they're expecting something.
At us or at the sky?
Statues just sort of looking genuinely expectantly in many directions. You look, there's over 100. And all have like a different face of shock on them.
Do their
I look
appearance
down at the ground.
petrified?
Look down at the ground.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good thing.
Because
Yeah,
want
well-
to get really close to them, or
I think we can keep going, right?
The
We
fact
don't
that
need
you're
to-
asking, Nar,
If we can,
let's go.
I mean, can we get past around without getting close to them, or is the giant and all these statues in our way?
they're not saying your way. You could try to get by them.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Okay. And everyone can give me the stealth check.
Oh boy. That'll be
And
my
if you
time.
trained, you get expertise.
Wait, I can train in stealth?
Because the training room bastion action.
Mm.
And what
Does
is
that only last for like a certain amount of time?
It lasts for 7 days.
Remind me what Pass Without a Trace does.
You
Plus 10?
get, yes, correct, to stealth checks.
The
And you
plus-
leave no tracks.
Plus 10. Okay.
But you have to stay within 30 feet of me. Matt, with the bastion actions, could we have trained while still performing our own bastion actions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 26 combined.
24.
Oh my gosh, she got a 25.
22.
27 for Echo and 26 for the ghoul.
Okay. Carefully move through this giant and their statues. They don't seem to notice you. You see a path that leads away and up. As you leave it behind.
I mean, one of those statues would have looked good in the map room.
Before we leave this area, can I also just try to remember this moss that you said was on the ground? Or a mold, or whatever you said it was?
Yeah.
Mold. I'd just like to get a good look at it.
Okay. I would say, yeah, you could kind of blend that into your mind.
And the tracks of the Modron went through this mold?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. In that case, you pass by, going further in darkness. You've been traveling now for about 20 hours. Want to keep going and push possible exhaustion, or set up camp?
Might I? Oh, go ahead, Strawberries.
I was just gonna say we should sleep because we haven't eaten all day. Well, I haven't.
Yes, I think it would be wise to rest.
I can remain on watch.
Well, give me just a... Oh, well, we would sleep. Okay, let's try it. Oh, hold on. I'm going to, with that thought of the moss... Not the moss, the mold in my mind. I'm going to cast Locate Animals or Plants. And I'm looking for the presence of that mold within 5 miles of me. And I think if it's been several hours, we would be past where I first originally found the mold.
Yeah. You can find a sample of it. What are you trying to determine? Because I want to give you weird.
Like, if the Modron had walked through the mold,
Okay.
maybe on the Modron, and if I waited till I was outside of 5 miles of that location, if I could detect it within 5 miles of me, maybe it was the Modron.
Gotcha. So yeah, you detect a piece of the mold.
Well, I will definitely tell my friends. I mean, there's a chance it's less than 5 miles ahead. We will lose that if we make camp.
An estimate, how much time would it take to walk 5 miles?
It would take probably another hour. You would have to make the saves.
I'd make the saves. So I assume that Nayland explains why how she's doing that, right? That she's
Yes.
looking for the mold and everything.
Yes.
So the other thing we could do is if we does that let you? It lets you actually figure out how far away it is, right? That spell.
Let me see. I learn the direction and distance to the closest plant of that kind within 5 miles.
I mean, if we kept walking and it stayed that distance away, then we know it's mobile. If we keep walking and it's getting closer, then it might not be the mojo, and it might just be more of the moss or the mold, somewhere.
All right, well, I don't need the sleep that some of you need. Why don't you guys wait here, and I'll try and scout ahead and get an idea.
I can go with you.
I mean, there are skeletons and demigods disguised as worms falling from the sky. I don't know if we want to split up.
The longer we spend here, the more dangerous it will be.
I mean, I'm willing to push ahead a little bit further just to sort of test this.
My weapon glows blue when orcs are close.
Dallas looks at you. I'm pretty sure some of my best friends were orcs, so that seems a little suspect.
Then you could just, it's to invite them to a party. It's not that, they're bad or anything. Also, that was out of character. No, but I do, so I was told, when I was making one of my characters that we all get one uncommon item. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Just to start off? Okay, then yeah, I have the Mace of Warning, sorry. So that would just tell us if something was, coming up to attack us, right? At least that's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, you'd be able to find, it would keep you from being surprised.
Okay.
I vote we continue on.
I'm fine with that.
No rest? Or are we just, continuing to go after 20 hours of walking?
It's that or separate.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't hear that. Okay, yeah, let's go!
Okay.
Echo and strawberries? Sorry, I just want to make sure you two are okay with that as well.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I mean, we're really pushing the limit here. But all right. I'll go for 1 mile and then I'll cast the spell.
All right. What spell again?
Same one she cast. Just to see if it's moved.
Okay. All of you feel magic leave your bodies. The spell no longer works. In fact, no magic works.
Oh, no, Chet.
What?
Alice looks down at the belt and sort of bangs on the side of it, like you bang on the side of a computer that's not working.
Mimir just sort of almost falls. Suddenly doesn't work.
Right. So my bastion action in the library, asking about the spire and Dendraste.
You want to know what's going on? Yeah.
Do I know what's going on?
Yeah, because you had prepped that. Due to the nature of the spire, has been reported that from the inside, random pockets of anti-magic can exist. And attracted by spell casting, they can latch on to a person who casts a spell.
So they're like mobile, like vaguely sentient pockets of anti-magic. Okay.
Oh, I did a lot of spell casting. I feel like this is my bad, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, and
To
Alice,
represent that, the GM has a dice he's been rolling for a while. It finally came up.
Alice
Nar,
will,
nar.
will tell that to the group. So, I don't suppose that I learned anything about like how you can get rid of it.
It says it passes eventually.
Passes eventually. Okay. All right. I'm second guessing the idea of continuing moving forward.
Yes, if we can't confirm that we're picking up the Modron, I say we rest and make sure we're up to our strength, and hopefully by then our magic is back.
We'll have to keep a watch because we don't have any. I don't know if he'll look over. Eve, can you tell if your little item there is still working, or is that also no longer alerting us to danger?
GM?
I mean, you're in the group here and you kind of look and it just doesn't seem to work at all. All magical items don't function.
All right, well,
He's
we're
going to shake her head no.
Okay. Well, we'll have to set watches then. And hope that after a rest, this'll decide we're no longer interesting.
Oh, wait. PW what? Is he what?
That's a joke. I actually am not particularly magical, so.
Oh my gosh, you stress me out. You can't say things like that, bro.
Is Tamagotchi affected?
No.
PW would try to fake you out and turn his lights off.
Alice goes up and bangs on him like she was banging on her belt earlier. The computer's
He'll be knocked over.
He's still
All right.
there.
Well, I say we sit down because we don't have any food because I know you all got hungry earlier. Does anybody have anything on them?
I have holy water. Oh, I have rations.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'll like spread out she'll spread out the rations. She'll give people some.
Right. About 20 minutes or so, you do feel like magic comes back.
All right, let me cast that spell. See if it's moved. But I go ahead and
I wouldn't cast a spell again because they'll come back, right?
Well, she's casting it. Let's go with it.
Oh no.
So
PW shrinks.
Of course. So, let me double because it does change after it happens once. Check this. So
We're becoming repeat offenders.
it goes off and it still seems to be ahead.
has it moved?
Nope.
Well, it hasn't moved.
So we've gotten closer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so it's not running at us. Cool.
And it's not leaving either. Might just be moss on the ground.
Yes, that could be.
So, pushing ahead still, or
As if we've gotten
How
our
much
rest.
time passed?
you need to get a rest. So,
Oh.
No, we only have 20 minutes before the thing went away, so we have not taken a rest.
So do we push on, or do we actually rest?
I don't think Modrons need rest, so I don't know why it would be still, right? Still feels to me like maybe it's not the Modron.
I just don't want us
Or it's
to
damaged.
get too tired because it's going to be hard to fight this thing if we approach it all tired.
Yes, some of us could even die.
if the thing's not moving, the rest might not be a bad idea. Just to, because we don't know how much longer. If it's not the Modron, we don't know how much longer it is till we find it.
All right. Sounds like we're leaning towards rest. Is that about right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
am.
On board.
So, strange as it is in this place, you're able to fully get a long rest. And we'll go ahead and take our break. Okay. So. Any conversations that you feel like happened during the night?
First off, can you guys hear me? Do I sound okay?
Yep.
We can hear you.
Cool.
I guess Alice would maybe sit down next to Echo. Strike up a conversation if she's amenable.
Sure.
Sits down and goes, so what all can your friends do?
Well, to an extent, whatever I tell them to. Mostly, they can fight pretty well and sometimes help me carry things like that.
But you sort of have to tell them to do that?
Yes.
I've just never seen anything like that before, so I was curious.
Yeah, necromancy, it's usually frowned upon, but as long as it's for the good in general, right? I don't see any problem with that.
I mean, but no, because I've never seen it, never really thought about it. I mean, I guess the skeleton falling from the ceiling long since past the point that that individual would care.
Their souls are elsewhere.
Do you usually ensure that? You're just using remains and not anything that still has a soul attached to it?
I have the ability to call back spirits, but I usually do not do that. It's... Once they get to the point where they get eternal rest, I feel like we shouldn't disturb them. At least not their souls.
Sorry, I guess I look at your friend here every now and again and just kind of I guess I start to think about mortality, which I try not to think about much. Especially given our current situation, which I'm not sure how much mortality applies.
I've read that strange things happen to us once we die, but that's a puzzle.
That's an interesting thought. So I think I know that, from what I've gathered, at least Nayland and Kelly have had variants, I don't know what we're calling ourselves, come back again. Like, I think so far I've just had 2 other versions of me, but they've been very distinct. But if a version comes back, is it generating a new physical body?
Well, we've seen Kelly pass and Nayland pass in their bodies. Yeah, I think they just come back as a brand new version of themselves.
You know, have you ever heard someone told this to me. I don't remember where I heard this from, but I don't even know how much it applies. It might apply more to our group than anything else. But if you have a broom, a piece of equipment like that, let's say a broom, it's easier. And over time, the handle wears out, you replace the handle. Later on, you replace the bristles. Later on, you have to replace maybe the rope or whatever that's holding it together. Eventually, all the parts are replaced. Is it the same broom?
I think the better question is, at which point does a broom become entirely the new broom? Always secrets to explore in the universe.
Yeah, there's so much about this that's curious. I don't know, finding this Modron's supposed to eventually lead to answers, but...
Well, I do look forward to finding out about who I am, what I want.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels just a little like we're dancing in between life and death. But it just might be the fatalist in me. Anyways, thanks for letting me flap my gums at you.
Strawberries runs over to PW real quick and just sits down real close. PW.
Yes, Strawberries.
Hey, question.
Answer.
What happens? What's the meaning of life?
Your life or another's?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I got here, right? And I don't really know what's going on all the time, but I figured you might have a clue. I mean, you've seen a lot of people come and go, and you've probably taken enough notes to have a good understanding of what life means.
The meaning of each person's life is different. It's only by living your life you determine your own purpose.
Okay, well, that's cool, but okay, imagine being on a road, right? And you're walking down the road, and you come up to this fork in the road, and there's these two paths you can take. You can go to the right, or you can go to the left, and it's not really clear which way is going where because there's no signs or anything. And you decide, okay, well, I'm just going to pick one at random, right? So you pick one at random and you go down that road. But if you'd gone down the other road, your life would have ended up somewhere very different. But you chose the road you did, so you ended up going down a road, and that road eventually took you here. And now you're here, and you're fighting things, and you're a long way from home, and you don't really know what's going on all the time. But if you'd chosen the other road, while the other road would have led to long life and maybe a family and children and grandchildren and stories and fun and parties and all sorts of interesting things happening every single day. But you didn't choose that road. You chose the road you did. So why did you choose the road you did?
There's never a choice. You are living every day. If you want to lay down and never move again, none of us would stop you. But you choose to join. You choose to live. This is the life that you have. If those other things are things that you still desire, there is no reason you cannot continue to attempt to attain them.
Do you have children, GPW?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you have grandchildren?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, would you? I mean, if you wanted, I mean, have you ever considered adopting?
You mean like purchasing a smaller being?
No, that's not what I meant at all. Have you ever wanted a life with family and people around you and, just celebrating things?
There are people around me constantly now. I can't say I enjoy it all the time.
Well, okay. I was just asking if you wanted to maybe consider, me and Tamagotchi don't really have a home. So, if you wanted to adopt us, we could become a family.
How good is Tamagotchi at math?
I probably pretty good.
Then you can check each other's work.
We can check each other's work?
Indeed. If you are to be adopted, you will need to have wholesome responsibilities.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, it's just something to think about, right?
It is.
All right. Well, just let me know what you're thinking later, and we'll continue this conversation.
I will need to consult some form of attorney.
Oh, yeah, sure. The strawberries will go back.
All right. Anything else?
So just a note that PW remains aware for the 6 hours that he is in Sentry's rest.
Very good. In that case, you all receive your long rest, like I said, and you may move forward. As us to tell us is, all right. Y'all get the sleep you need to PW. I saw you spine, everybody. That's a good trick.
It is good you were spared from the assault.
Well, don't think I've ever been this far up in the spire. See what goes on up ahead.
Eve, do you see the tracks?
You could roll. Do I roll a check for that?
Yeah, you can do survival check.
Okay. Why does it always go back to this? What the heck? I accidentally exited out of it. Survive. I got a 10. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
You do not see the tracks right now.
No, I don't.
Multiple ways forward, though.
But which way?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, there's one way forward.
Yeah,
Oh, one way?
there aren't
Okay.
multiple ways forward. So
Oh, I thought you said there's multiple ways. I was like, oh.
I was asking if there was.
No, there's just the one way. All right. So you begin moving path. And finally, the tunnel ends in a ledge overlooking a vast, empty crevasse. No path clearly proceeds above or below. Then, looking for friends.
Huh?
Comes a cloyingly shrill voice. The words emanate from a crack in the cavern wall 15 feet above your ledge. A rotten stench emanates from within.
Oh. Who are you?
I am the scholar. That's the name that best befits me. Who are you?
I'm Strawberries.
Hello, Strawberry.
Hello, Scholar.
A scholar, you said. What do you
The
study?
scholar, thank you very much.
I apologize. What do you study, the scholar?
Oh. Truths. Of the multiverse. Both this one and those that came before.
That's just a broad topic.
The one that came before.
Oh, yes.
There's been another one?
Do you wish to know?
Well, sure.
You know, you're immortal. You weren't meant to know it, the answer to that question, but I can break the rules.
Okay.
Come on up and I'll whisper it to you.
Okay, Pennywise. What do y'all think? He seems kind of okay, right? I'm going to insight check him. Insight check is a 26. Just trying to figure out if this is... Do I get the sense they're trying to do something nefarious?
Does not seem to wish your harm. Seems like he desperately wants you to accept his offer, and he wants to tell you it.
Okay.
You don't think he's going to eat you?
All right. Well, well, you said he's 15 feet up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez. I don't know if I can make it. I'll try to stand on top of Tamagotchi. Am I close enough?
Easy enough. You can sort of pull yourself up there if you want.
Okay.
And
Strawberries. As a potential future parent, I might have to advise against this course of action.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. No, let go.
Oh.
You never negotiated the price.
So what's a scholar of your standing doing hanging out in here?
Because this is the best place to be to find out what I need to know.
What do you need to know? If you're the scholar.
The truth of the multiverse, like I said. Plus, when the time comes and this multiverse is replaced, I believe this will be the prime spot to change it to suit my perfection of the profane. This is the spot, I know it.
I mean, it's use some interior decorating, but what a place as any. Right underneath Sigil, yeah?
Oh yes, the center of the infinite spire. Underneath Sigil. That is what one who knows not what I know would say.
Why are you in that room?
Because it's the best place to be. You can't quite know when things will change. It's best to be prepared.
Do you think that this end of the current multiverse is coming soon?
Hard to tell. It's best to be prepared, you know.
Fair enough. I mean, does this have anything to do with the tear?
Could be.
A secret you wish to share with us, you said.
Yes, and for you, I'll make it different than the one I was going to tell her.
I think I would like to learn the secret. Oh, if none of my friends objects, of course.
Oh, yes. Speaking of friends, you're looking for the clinky clanky one, yes?
A Modron, yes.
Yes. He came up this way, went through my place here, and there's a little bit of a climb. Though, I wouldn't suggest following it. The darkness above is hungry.
Well,
Did you tell him any secrets?
No, unfortunately. Not quite mortal enough for it to count. Made me sad. But you, one robed in white, with a heart that doesn't quite suit the outside, come and I'll whisper.
Echo will go up there, I guess have her ghoul lift her up so she's like right there.
And you come right into where it is. In this small space, it's cramped. This creature you come to see. Their back touches the top of it. It's kind of 5-foot space. It's easily 10 feet. Its knees almost at its chest. And it looks at you with white, almost scaly skin. And smiles. There we go. Now, I will tell you a secret. You cannot repeat it. I do mean quite physically cannot. There is one who has a power similar to yours. And there's the secret of why the spire looks the way it does from the inside. Which is the one I was going to tell your friend. Do you want that one? Or the first I mentioned to you? The one about one who has similar abilities to you?
Similar abilities to myself?
Leans down and whispers. The Whispered One is coming. But there's still time to prevent him from claiming power over the spokes of the Great Wheel. He is coming.
Well, that's a little ominous.
Oh. But...
You feel these words seep into your very being. Your brain hurts for a moment. It's a secret. It almost changes you somehow, transforming your brain and parts of your body or soul so that it can be retained. And something wet against your face as you realize blood has come from your eyes and nose. You touch it. You're welcome.
I think... Okay. Echo's expression turns like cold as she looks at this creature, and she whispers to him, almost like in a mechanical way, almost like she doesn't know what she is saying. The Master of Secrets does not take kindly to his secrets being shared freely. Oh, I apologize. I don't know why I said that. Well, I think I should get down there.
Okay, leaving your friend behind. Very well.
What? No, we're going to look for the Modron.
Yes, he went up that direction, like I said. You can leave him to the hungry darkness, or you can go and see if it eats you.
Well, we have to find it, right? The Modron.
I think that was the goal, right? We were following him. Or it.
Are you back with us, Echo, or are you still in the room?
Yeah, Echo's down. She's right.
Okay, as she comes down, you see her eyes are pure black. And only her pupils now are not. They have turned stark white.
Oh.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Did you see anything interesting?
Well, I saw the scholar.
Can I do a medicine check or something? Make sure she's
Sure.
like okay. Yeah. I had a 12.
And she seems to see.
Don't try to poke her in the eye.
So I don't know Eve doesn't know what's going on. She's like,
No.
what?
Like medically, she seems okay.
She's going to like look over Echo for a minute. She's like, what happened to you? Are you okay? Do you feel okay? Can you see okay?
I'm fine. I see like I used to see, and they told me something interesting, and Echo's trying to try to tell the secret until she realized that she really can't.
Why is there blood coming from your eyes?
As you go, you begin to choke up. You choke on your own blood as you kind of throw it up as you try to tell.
Was the secret worthwhile?
I don't see how it relates to our mission. Or anything, really.
Did I go get mine?
That is a choice you can make for yourself.
What do you think, Echo?
Well, they did mention to me that you're going to get a different secret, so that's your decision to make.
Was yours worth it?
I can't say.
Okay. Hold on. Let me climb Tamagotchi here.
PW would assist.
Okay. Getting up there. Oh. Going to go see about passing through.
Well, do you have a knowledge about this place, this other multiverse?
Oh, yes, but I'm bored now. I told someone and I'm satisfied. Next time, be quick on the draw. Hesitation never cuts anyone anything.
But I'm here.
And your friend got here first. Early bird and all that.
But well, can't you just choose me once?
Pick me.
I did, and you chose to let someone else come up first. Let this be a life lesson to you.
I don't understand.
I was only going to tell one thing to one person. And you missed it.
He's trying to play with your mind.
It's my understanding that we have to climb up to follow where the Modron. Is that what he's been insinuating?
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Alice will climb up.
Wait, do we know what the scholar said to Strawberries?
No, I don't know.
I mean, he's saying it loud enough, you probably could have heard it.
Okay.
Well, might be the last time I see you if you go up there. Go ahead. Good luck and all that.
Is there an actual way to climb up for those of us who don't have a climb speed?
This is only like a 15-foot. It's not too hard for you guys to get into this thing. You can do it.
Oh, you go.
Also
We go
have
into where
climbing
he is
kits.
and past where he is.
Yeah.
I thought it was continuing to climb.
No, you climb into where he is, and then you go past him. There's like a
Okay.
little thing he's pointing to.
Okay, sorry, I
He's
didn't
just going
understand.
Hiccup, sorry.
And I do also have climbing gear.
Are we? I don't think it's when Alice gets up there next to Strawberries. I think she'll just say Strawberries. I don't think it's worth wasting any more time on this guy.
But he told me he had a secret.
I've had a lot of people tell me they have secrets. He wants to sit crouched in a cave in the middle of the spire, holding on to his knowledge. He can rot with it.
But he lied to me.
Some secrets are better off unknown. Perhaps it is a mercy. Perhaps the knowledge would hurt you.
If he lied to you
Perhaps.
once, what's to say the secret he told you wouldn't be a lie too?
What do they call you?
The scholar.
The scholar?
I didn't lie to you. I had one, and she took it.
Well, she said she didn't. She said that she didn't take the one you had for me.
Oh. I had one secret to tell, but more than one that could be told. Don't blame me for your indecision.
Could I perhaps like roll an insight check to see if he's just trying to mess with her mind? Like, because that's how it kind of seems to me, is that he's trying to like get some sort of mental manipulation.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. 16.
16. They're not being overly obtuse here. It seems essentially what he said. He was interested in giving one mortal a secret that no mortal is meant to know. And that being done, he's satisfied and now has no interest in sharing another one. His weird way of like moving around and saying things seems to be a function just of his mind. Possibly the result of knowing so many things one ought to know.
Okay. So, yeah, okay, so so he was kind of like goading us on by saying he had 2 secrets to share, but he only like gave one. Sorry,
So he had many things he could say.
Okay, but he chose the one secret that no mortal should really know.
All of them are that way.
Oh.
But he was only going to share one thing to one person, whoever agreed. And since Strawberries kind of thought different of it and didn't go up, Echo went up instead of Strawberries. And he gave that the first person who really let him do it. And he's done his sharing for the day.
Okay.
Or whatever that may be in his time. Not necessarily that he shares one every 24 hours, but just he is shared.
Shall we keep going?
I think we should. I don't believe it wise to continue to hear what this being has to say.
All right, Scooter. I'm going to give you something now. I'm going to reach into my bag. I'm going to take out a strawberry. I'm going to offer it.
Strawberry. You can leave it anywhere.
Anywhere?
Hmm.
I throw it at his face.
Okay.
Nobody lives long. I remember you.
Well, that makes two of us.
Soon it'll just be one of us.
I see. What do y'all want to do?
Alice starts walking past them. She's
Yeah.
done with. She's done
Yeah.
with this thing. She just says, "Come on, guys."
There's enough a spot where you can push yourselves, and there is some climbing, but it's not like going straight up.
Okay.
But I think Patient had some climbing equipment.
I have 3 sets of climbing gear.
I have a climb speed and I'm pretty strong. Can I stand halfway and help people up? Or like hang halfway?
Yeah, it can be. So it's a good hour to. It's about 100-foot climb. Here. So you move up and up. Now, as you do, the scholar just watches you all go up. Kind of ponders. And finally, the chasm opens onto a 30-foot wide, 100-foot long ledge. And you can see nearly invisible strands of black webbing fill the hollow space above a broad ledge in the chasm wall. At the heart of the web hangs an indistinct form of greasy shadows and spidery limbs. It's unsettling.
Did you say spiders?
Spidery.
Okay.
It looks very distinct to not a spider. Its long limbs reach towards a number of bulbous cocoons in the web. At least one of which is twitching.
I think we may have found the thing consuming things in the darkness, maybe?
Ugh.
So the picture you just gave us, can we tell that there is a Modron in one of these cocoons?
No.
Okay.
See twitching.
This thing is in our way. Something up there is twitching. What should we do, all?
We could attempt to try to bait it away. A team of us distract it, and the other team try to figure out if any of those bundles are alive.
What? No. Just a spider.
Can you detect the mold in any of the cocoons?
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna cast a speak to animals. Hello.
It turns suddenly.
Okay.
And you hear in your mind. Pink hair hung correctly will flavor the body.
Before you start getting any ideas, I want you to hear us out.
Of course, as it lunges forward. And we're going to end there for tonight and pick up the combat
Oh
next
no!
week.
Oh wait, we're fighting a spider?
Yep.
Oh, I
trying to
hate spiders.
Do a charisma check.
Oh, I hate spiders. Man, if we
Hopefully
were fighting
he hates
really
us
bad,
too.
It
I'd
is
take
glad
damage.
to talk to you as it prepares you for dinner.
Yeah.
Oh. I hate
Enjoy
spiders.
Enjoy my wiry innards.
Well, that's I'll have
Okay.
it already next week.